Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I'm here to do two non-spoiler book reviews for you guys. One of my New Year's resolutions for BookTube was to do more book reviews, and I've read 65 books this year, and I know that I have not done 65 or even close to 65 book reviews for you guys. So I'm going to try to change that in the next couple months and do more book reviews for you guys. But today I'm doing them over two YA books that I've recently read. They're both kind of contemporary love stories. And I've seen Cassidy Von Shea do this on her channel, and I think it's a great idea. So the two books that I'm going to be talking about today, the first one is The Boy Next Door, and this is by Katie Van Ark, and the second book is 99 Days by Katie I don't know how to say her last name, but it looks like Cotugno to me. Even though I'm probably butchering that. So yeah, both by Katie's, not the same author. Before I continue on with this video, I don't know if you guys can see my shirt, but it is a cat with patriotic sunglasses on, and I freaking adore it. My mother-in-law just bought it for me, so yeah. Alright, so the first book I'm going to talk about today is The Boy Next Door. And The Boy Next Door follows Maddie and Gabe, and they of course are next door neighbors, but they are also figure skating partners, and I thought that was a super cool twist. I've read about books where they're next door neighbors, but I've never read a book where they're skating partners, so I thought that was really unique and I really like that. Now, as far as the characters, sometimes YA books have some really annoying girl characters. I felt like Maddie's character was actually really fun to read about. So was Gabe's. He kind of has that bad boy reputation. Through the story, you can tell that Maddie really, really loves Gabe, but she is really scared to tell him how she feels because Gabe's reputation is not so great. He is quite the player, and he can't seem to stick with a girl for more than 10 days. But when their skating coach tells them that they are going to do a new routine to the romantic Romeo and Juliet story, things start to spice up in their relationship and even in their skating partnership, and they try to figure out if they're actually going to explore all these lovey-dovey feelings that they have inside for each other. I felt like the story was pretty realistic. There were some times in the novel where I just wish that they wouldn't let their fear of ruining a friendship or being scared of what other people are going to think of them being together or kind of get in the way of them actually being together. That happens a lot in YA contemporaries. A gesture that Gabe did at the very end of the book for Maddie was really, really cute, and while I think it may be kind of unrealistic for 2015, it still put a smile on my face and it warmed my heart. If you guys are looking for a cute YA read that has a little bit of a different twist, I would definitely suggest picking up this book. It was really fun, it was easy to read, and I flew right through it. Another thing that I liked is, while you can tell from the cover of the book that these people are going to get together, it wasn't actually all too predictable. There were some things that really threw me off that I didn't see coming, so that was really refreshing. So the last book we are going to talk about today is 99 Days, and you guys, can we just appreciate how beautiful this cover is? Not only the cover, but inside too. Look at that, I love that. And even when you take off the cover, it has, you know, the 99 days here, and on the back side it's beautiful. It's just so pretty. All right, so I saw my friend Tanya post this book on her Instagram the other day. I knew that I eventually would want to pick it up and read it, and I actually found this at my work the very next day, and so I went ahead and got it. I was super excited for this read because I just adore the cover. So let me talk about what this book is about before I give you my actual feelings about this read. So this book follows Molly, and Molly has just come back from boarding school for the summer, and the reason why she went to boarding school is because there was a lot of drama between the Donnelly boys. She was once dating Patrick Donnelly, and when that relationship ended, she kind of had this fling with the older brother, Gabe Donnelly, and let's just say that things did not end well for all of them. So she decided to leave town. Now Molly is back for the summer before she goes to college, and she is being pretty much ostracized by everybody in this town because the unthinkable happened, and I swear if my mother did this to me, I would die. But her mom wrote a book And in People magazine said that the book was inspired by this like small town love triangle that included her daughter Molly and the Donnelly boys. What the frick-a-frack? So yeah, People read the article, poop hit the fan, and now she's back for 99 days trying to avoid everybody that hates her. And let me tell you, a lot of people hate her. Alright, so let me talk about my feelings about this book. In the first 100 pages of this novel, I felt so bad for Molly. There's such a double standard when it comes to men and women, I feel like, and this book did a really great job at portraying that double standard, and everyone just hated Molly so much and was really, really hating on her, and I felt awful for her character. But then, as the story goes on, she comes in contact with both of the Donnelly boys, Gabe and Patrick, and still finds herself in this awful love triangle. Now, love triangles can be done right. One of the ones that comes to mind with two brothers is the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. Loved that trilogy. I was hoping this was going to be something like that, but it wasn't. It was so awful. I literally wanted to rip my hair out and throw this book into the deep end because our main character made some of the stupidest decisions ever. I thought America Singer from the Selection trilogy was one of the most frustrating characters I've ever read about, and she still is, but this Molly chick definitely takes first place. Without spoiling too much, there was just so much cheating going on, so much deceitfulness, lying, and some really poor choices made by not only Molly, but many characters in this book. My husband said he was really surprised I made it to the very end because this book is almost 400 pages long. But I do have to give it to the author. She really hooked me in with her writing, and because there was a countdown to the 99 days and to the end of summer, I really did want to know what in the world was going to happen. But guys, I probably should have just thrown the book into the deep end of the pool on like page 300 and something when I claimed that's what I wanted to do on Goodreads, because the ending of the book left me mad, very depressed, and I pretty much hated my life for a good 10 minutes after I read this. I haven't done a Goodreads review for this book yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to rate it a 2 out of 5 stars. And you may be thinking, Hope, why aren't you going to rate it a 1? Well, the reason why I'm rating it a 2 stars is because, like I said, I did really love the writing style. It was so easy to read and it was easy to get sucked into the story, but the story itself was just awful. So for that reason, I'm giving it a 2 stars. Alright friends, well that wraps it up for my non-spoiler book reviews over these 2 books, The Boy Next Door and 99 Days. Definitely let me know below if you guys have read any of these novels and what your guys' thoughts were. Until next time guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye!